Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my 2019 reading slash bookish goals. And yeah, excuse me for looking a little rough in this video. I usually don't film this late in the week. I think it's Thursday and this video is going to be going up. Well, you'll see it today, but it's going up tomorrow after filming this. And like I said, I usually don't film this late in the week. But with the holidays and stuff being at the beginning of the week, my schedule was completely thrown off. And luckily, the video I posted on Tuesday, I had already filmed. So the only thing I needed to do was edit and upload that one. So, yeah. I would have filmed on Monday. But that being Christmas Eve, I just did not. So I have 10 goals, or at least at the moment I have 10. I have been thinking of more randomly, so it might end up growing, but I guess at least officially these will be my 10. And actually I'm only going to be sharing 9 with you because one of them I don't really want to talk about until I get it done, but I have written it down at least for my own record. And I guess I can kind of talk about it, but I won't give any details. I don't think all of these will be in any specific order, but I will try to group them together. So hopefully that makes more sense. But like I said, I have 10. So let's just get started with the first one. So my first goal is my overall general reading goal, which I do every year. I set a Goodreads goal and I use Goodreads to do my main tracking because I can count rereads and everything on there. And I decided that this year I'm going to set my goal for 60 books. I'm doing this for a reason, but I still wanted to do a challenge. Normally, or at least the past 2 years, I believe I have set it at 100. And both years I have surpassed 100 books. And this year I am at 130-ish. I think by the time I'm done, I'm hoping to, I think I will have 132 maybe by the time I'm done if I finish Kingdom of Ash by, I think the 31st is Monday. So I'm going to set that at that. I might at some point bump it up if one of my other goals does not work out, but I'm really trying to push and have it be the way I want it to be. So right now I'm going to be setting my 2019 reading goal on Goodreads to 60 books. And the reason for that is goal number 2, and that will be to write slash finish a full first draft of my novel that I was working on during NaNoWriMo. So I mentioned it a few times. I didn't do like any vlogs or anything like this, but for NaNoWriMo I decided to try to start working on a project that I had started a while ago, or I at least had the idea a while ago. I don't think I had ever really written anything for it, but I have been thinking about it. And it was one of those things where I knew I wasn't ready because there was a lot that was going into it. I tried to start writing it during NaNoWriMo, but I didn't plan anything out at all. So I was kind of just going into it and writing. And I wrote, I think it was either 2.5 or 3.5 chapters. And then I got stuck. And instead of trying to push through it, I just stopped because I was like, I want to read. I got really discouraged because it wasn't going the way I wanted it to, so I pretty much just quit. I went back in, I think a couple weeks later, and I did write a little bit more, but it wasn't nearly as much as I was hoping to write. So in 2019 I want to at least finish a full draft, and if possible I would also like to do a first pass revision of that first draft. And I know it's gonna need more than one revision before I'm ready to send it off to query for an agent or anything like that, but I at least want to focus on getting, like I said, that first draft and a first revision done of the story. Also, I guess I will go into one of my other big goals for 2019, and that is to start a bookish business. I already have an idea of what I want to do, and I have talked about it with a few people, but I haven't actually done anything. I haven't done anything towards this business yet. I have started to get a few things to start testing things out because it's something that I will be making, but I haven't like gone out and like started trying to design labels and buying up like brand name like websites and things like that. I haven't really gotten anything that I need besides a starter to start practicing on making the items to start perfecting that before I'm ready to sell it. But in 2019, before the year is over, I really want to start a bookish company. It's gonna be like a bookish slash home type of deal. You could probably guess what I'm talking about, but I don't want to really talk about that because I don't want to like, I don't know. It's something that I don't want to, like, I felt like I was starting to tell people about it and I was really excited about it. And I got so many negative comments back to me like, well, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if you want to, because I was like, in a year, I would like to be able to quit this job and do that full time and support myself on that until I get my writing career kicked off pretty much. And most of the people that I told, they were just like, yeah, I don't know how that will work, or I don't know if that's going to work in the time frame that you want to, it was a lot of pretty much negative comments coming back towards me, and I was starting to get discouraged. So that's why I'm not really sharing with pretty much anybody besides a few people that I have already told about that. So yeah, but just now I want to start a bookish company in 2019. My next goal is to connect more with the bookish community, mainly with booktube. I'm sticking to this, and then also somewhat of Instagram. I feel like there's so much going on, and with everything that I have going on in my life, including trying to read, I get really overwhelmed with keeping up with people and like making sure I'm supporting other people as well. And like, I know how discouraging it can be when people aren't like communicating with you and commenting on your stuff, because with my own videos I only get like a few people commenting. I know sometimes I have like one person who always comments, and then every now and then I'll have a few people here and there, but most of the time I don't get comments. Like, people might like it or thumbs up the video or something like that, but like I said, most of the time I don't get any interaction. And one of the big reasons why I wanted to start my channel was to be able to interact with bookish people or people who read, because I don't have anyone like that in my personal life. So I want to make the effort to go out and start connecting with people and commenting on their things. Okay, next goal is one that I think I'm going to need you guys' help with, because I don't know if there's anything that I can do that I know there's a few things that I can do, but also there is a limit to what I can do. Anyway, let me get into the goal and then I can explain why. So my next goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel in 2019. I was really hoping that I would be able to hit it before the end of the year, because my channel was growing really quickly for a little bit there, but it's kind of like tapered off. It's still growing, but it's back to growing a little more slowly like it was before I had a big jump. So last time I checked, I was at 560 subscribers, and like I said, I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers if possible in 2019. I would really love to. And basically what I was saying that I need you guys' help is that pretty much all I'm asking is that if you enjoy my videos, so nothing that I'm asking you to do, if you're watching this and you enjoy, just share with people that you think that if they would like me. Obviously you can't force anybody to do it, but you can share my channel with whoever you want, if you want, I guess. And that's all I'm asking you to do. It doesn't have to be anywhere public. You could just tell a friend if they like talking about books too, like, hey, you should go check out her channel. You might like her channel. I don't know. I know I can possibly share more on social media, but only thing I don't really share on is my Instagram, because I feel like I need to do more than just like post a thumbnail. I don't know. Probably that's all I really need to do. But yeah. So like I said, I would like to get to 1,000 subscribe. I can never say that. I feel like always, I don't know. I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys could share with your friends or just anyone who you think might enjoy my channel as well, please do. My next goal is to write more reviews on the books that I'm reading, not just the arcs or books that I was sent for review. I feel like when I first started out, I was doing this a little bit more because I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to talk about the books that I was reading. And because I didn't have a platform that was big enough that people were asking me to review their books or review books for their company, I don't really get so much companies. Sometimes I win giveaways, or there's a few few publishers that I work with every now and then, but not too many of those. But I feel like I have gotten to a point where I'm only writing reviews for books that I'm getting for review. And as much as I enjoy that, the reason that I started my channel and my blog, which I barely use, is to talk about those books. And to talk about those books, I need to review them. Also, kind of piggybacking off of that one, but in the opposite direction, 2018, I was pretty bad about reading some of the arcs that I received. Mainly, these were arcs that I received either directly from the author or like a publicist of an author, mainly for indie authors. Most of them I felt like were romance novels, but I did pick up a few like read now books from NetGalley and stuff like that, and I have not read them. I have quite a few. I actually need to make a list. I think I might make a separate video about that if you guys would be interested in all the 2018 arcs that I have not gotten to yet that I really want to read. A few of them now I have already talked about picking up finished copies because I felt really guilty about not reading the arcs when I had the chance. So I did pick up like two, I know for sure. I'm sorry, if I look over here during videos, I notice I do that. But if I'm looking over there, my bookshelves are over there. And I'm looking at books that I'm talking about. But two of the books I know for sure I picked up because I felt bad. And there were others that I have considered. I don't think I have yet, but yeah, I just really want to read all of those that I did not read in 2018, and also like get reviews out for those as well, since I got those for review. The last three goals that I have to talk about are more specific goals. Two of them I have mentioned in my previous goals video, and I mentioned it in my check-in that I did not complete either of these. And the third one is one I think I might have talked about it in my 2017 goals, I think, and I did a pretty terrible job at doing it, and I don't think I mentioned it. I didn't mention it at all in 2018 because I just like I did not do a good job with that. So the first two are about reading specific series. So the first one is that I want to reread / finish once again the Blue Blood series by Melissa De La Cruz. In the Blue Blood series, there are 7 books, there are 2 novellas, and then there's also technically a spin-off series that has 2 books. There's one finished book, and the second book, I think the author said that the publisher decided to drop the series, so she put out it was like an unedited first partial draft. I don't even know if it's like a full first draft of the story. And she put it out, and it's actually available on Kindle Unlimited. I just found that out recently. And because I have Kindle Unlimited, I don't have to pay anything extra for it. So I figured, okay, my camera battery does not want to let me be great. I was almost done with this video, and the battery decided it was too low to keep filming. Anyway, back into my actual video. I was talking about the second series that I definitely want to get to this year, and that is the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. This is another one I think I'm just going to read a book a month starting in January so I can get on top of it, and then I should have it done by the halfway mark of this year. So in this series there are 6 books and there is 1 novella. I think technically there are like 3 novellas, but I'm pretty sure one of them is like the beginning of this book told in a different perspective, and then another one is like a letter to the main character or one of the main characters in the book. So I have read both of those other two, and they're just online, so I'm not going to worry about this. This is my original copy, like the copy that I picked up when I first started the series. You could probably tell because like the pages are yellow and everything, and I'm surprised that it's in such good condition, especially considering like how my copy of this one looks, because I think I got them close to around the same time, but this is still in pretty good condition. However, I don't think I'm going to be reading this edition because I picked up this one from Book Outlet. It was either this year or last year, but this is the 10th anniversary edition. And I think I'm going to read this one because there is some extra stories that are included in this. Also, another thing to note, although I have talked about both of these series in this video, I decided to talk about them because they were on my goals for 2018 and I did not complete them, so I figured I would talk about these in this video. However, I do plan on doing a video specifically for series that I want to read in completion in 2019. I will talk about these briefly on that as well, but I do have some other series that I would like to read, and I believe all the series that I have on this list are ones that will be completed by the time 2019 starts, or will finish in 2019 at least, but I think all the ones that I have on my list have already been completed. Moving on to my final goal for 2019, this one is more so centered around my book buying habits. Now, in 2018, I think I might have mentioned in how I wanted to slow down on my buying. However, it may be about the last half of the year or so since I've moved into this place, my buying has slowed down considerably because I've mentioned this before, but I have more financial responsibilities in this place that I'm living now than I had before. I have so many books on my TBR. I know I don't film in front of my bookshelf, so you guys don't get to see, but I have a notebook that I have pretty much listed all of the books that I own on them, and I still don't think I have everything. I think I have some books that I have not written on there, but I am at like, I think either at 600 books or over 600 books right now, and I feel like I haven't read the majority of them. I have a system that I have seen other people use, but I kind of tweaked it for me for my book purchases and looking at how much I read in a month. So basically what I'm going to do is for every 3 physical books that I read from my TBR that I currently have, I can buy 1 book. So if I read 6 books that I have physically owned previously, then I am allowed to buy 2 books in the next month. And I'm not including any pre-orders in this. I have already started compiling a list. Really, I have put all of my, or not all of them, all of the ones that I know of right now, I have put those pre-orders in an Amazon cart, because typically I buy from Amazon because they have that, you know, that price guarantee where you get the lowest price that it was before it ships out to you. So I think I'm pretty much gonna pre-order all of my books unless I find out that there is some special pre-order going on somewhere else. But as of right now, I have a bunch of books, like I said, in my Amazon cart. I haven't actually like pressed it to put the order in because I'm still trying to see if there's anything else I want. Now, I know some things come up later in the year that I don't currently know about now. If I find out about a book that I really want and want to pre-order, I do allow myself to, you know, put in their pre-order later in the year. But as far as books that I am interested in but are already released, I am only allowing myself to buy 1 new book for every 3 books off my physical TBR. I think that it's going to work really well. I have already gotten a few more books in December. Mainly those are for book club, or at least the ones that I know for book clubs. But this is going to be starting in January. So I think by the end of this month, I will have read like 6 books in the month. off my physical TBR. I have to double check that because actually they might not all be off my physical TBR. Looking at what I have read right now, actually thinking about it, I think I have only, if I finish the book that I'm currently reading by the end of December, I will have finished 5 books physically that I had on my TBR already. So technically that would mean I can only purchase 1 new book in January that's not a pre-order. I might allow myself to get 2 because I know one of them was a review book and it's one that I had planned on buying anyway, but there weren't any physical copies, or I had to read the book before any physical copies were available. So I might stretch it for January just because I know I need to get a book club book. I just don't know what book it is, and depending on the book I might want a physical copy. I'm waiting to see what the options are, or I'm waiting to see how that's all going to work out. Hopefully that makes sense, and I'm really hoping that's going to help me cut back on my buying and really help me be more selective with the books that I'm bringing in, especially until I'm able to start unhauling books. I feel like this video was a bit all over the place because I was talking a lot for some things, trying to explain what I was talking about, but hopefully it all makes sense. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys in this video. If you have picked out some reader goals for 2019 or any type of bookish general goals at all, let me know some of those down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the new year because the next video I post will actually be going up on January 1st. So happy New Year's to you guys, and I will see you in I'm pretty sure it's going to be a January TBR, so be looking out next Tuesday for that one. Bye.